Matam. Etadhi Durlabhataram. So only the people, puja, next level, aradhana, next level, upasana. Everything is puja. But the intensity with which we do and the perfection we try to adopt in the puja changes from puja to aradhana to upasana. Got it? Simple, amma. When you go to a theatre, right? You can buy a 10 rupee ticket and sit on a bench. You can buy a 100 rupee ticket, sit in a comfortable chair. You can pay a 500 rupees ticket and sit in the balcony in a sofa, right? Same thing, right? Puja, aradhana, upasana, correct? At that stage, you are guaranteed moksha. That's why Ekadashi Upavasam is definitely good, because it is Hari Vasara, so pleasing to Hari. But unfortunately, many people don't even bother what is Ekadashi. And some people even joke, only on Ekadashi, I have extra, hunger in my stomach. What can we do? That's what the human beings are. But if you really want to follow, yes, Ekadashi fasting is a must for everyone. But don't worry, there are some exceptions. Oh, children have gone. If they are children below 13 years of age, please don't force them to fast. Children are always exempt. Ladies in their monthly cycles, they should not fast during the monthly cycles. Aged people, I cannot define what is aged. Are you old? Nobody wants to be called as an old fellow. Nobody wants to be called an old fellow. So when you decide that you are old enough, for some people even age 50 is old enough. For some people 60, for some people 65, some people 70. To put it easy that you can understand. When you start withdrawing your social security, is that enough? Because at least they won't give until you are 65, what is it, 65? 65, 66, etc., right? Right?
Yeah.
At that time, even the government agrees. So, when you feel you are old enough, you don't have to. Because your system cannot take it. That means from age 13, 1-3, to age 65 or so. And Nitya Rogatvam, some people have chronic health problems. They are on medication. Some medications they have to take with food. So Nitya Rogatvam, Stri, Bala, Vruddha, Nitya Rogatva. These are the only 4 exceptions for fasting, sir. If you don't fall in these 4 categories, please, we all have to fast, sir. Good? Go ahead, ma. Next question. What time is that? What is the time?
4:27.
Oh my goodness, we had to go to Gajendra Moksha, right? Because that is the topic you wanted. What is it? I know. What to do? We didn't even start Gajendra Moksha. Surprisingly, we took deviated somehow. Everything is because of this Krishna. And the problem is, he is not turning black. He's not turning black, right, Amma? The intensity of love, intensity of love, it sticks. It sticks to a person. It sticks to a person. Very simple. Intensity of love will stick to a person. Can you give one best example? Okay. Hey Ajit, can you come and sit here?
Yes, Swamy.
Just sit. She won't kill you, don't worry. Because there are so many people watching, so she won't beat you. Just sit there. Okay. Both wife and husband had a small argument over something. He simply said, I'm fed up. I just have to go out. I just go for a walk. In pure affection, she says only one word. You won't go. She won't tie him up with a rope. She won't tie him up with a rope. She will simply say in pure affection, I know you won't go. I know you can't leave me and go. I know you won't go. That's all she says, correct? I know you won't go. I know you won't leave me and go. Because you know I love you so much. I know you won't go. That's all she said. She doesn't have to take a rope. She doesn't have to tie him up to this thing. That one word, you know I love you so much. You can't leave me and you won't leave me and you won't go. Can he go? Honestly, you tell me.
No.
Correct? Exactly. When one word can bind a person with pure love, why do you think you cannot bind Krishna with pure love? That is what is needed. समझ में आता है? Always be practical. Our scriptures have given so many wonderful examples. Yashoda tied up Krishna. Could she tie up? He gave her 100 opportunities. My dear mom, you cannot tie me up. You cannot tie me up. Not even 2-year boy Krishna. At the most, how fat Krishna can be, in spite of eating so much of butter. At the most, his waistline can be how much? 32, right? At the most, right? Even 32 is too much for a young 2-year-old boy, right? For a 2-year-old boy, right, Amma? He should be having a pot belly at age of 2 to have a waistline 32, right, Amma? Right? At the most, a child, his waistline can be hardly 16, not even 16, right? Exactly. One rope, not enough, 2 inches short. Ran and got another rope, tied it up. Again, both of them together, 2 inches short. Again another rope, again another rope, again another rope. Nearly 100 ropes. Yashoda lost all her mind. Her only thing, I must tie this fellow. If this is not enough, another rope. This is not enough, another rope. She was not even paying any attention. Not even 2-year-old, not even 16 inches waistline. This rope is already 3 feet long. A 36 inches rope, why it is not able to go round a 16 inches waistline of a 2-year-old boy? She won't even think. 100 ropes she brought, tied up each one. No, it's still 2 inches short. Finally, Krishna took pity on Yashoda. Poor lady, 100 times running in and out, in and out, in and out. Her hairline, all the nice way she decorated her hair was just falling down. The flowers are falling down. She was sweating. Poor mom. It's okay, let her tie. Let her have the satisfaction that she tied me. He allowed himself to be bound. Had he not allowed himself to be bound, nobody can tie him. But the same Krishna was bound by the ropes of affection of the Gopikas. How? Gopika Gita. What is the verse, Amma? Yeah, Jayatiti Dikam, that's the last one. Iti gopyaha pragayantyaha pralapantyascha chitradha ruruduhu suswaram rajan Krishna darshana lalasa. Right? Tasam avirabhut shauri smayamana mukhambujaha pitambaradhara swagri sakshat manmatha manmatha. They did not tie up Krishna. They only said, Iti gopyaha pragayantyaha. They were just singing at the top of their voice, unable to find Krishna. Pralapantyasya chitradha. They have just become crazy. They are doing mad prattling about Krishna. Ruruduhu suswaram rajan. Without their knowledge, they were just crying and crying. Even though they are crying, Mahatma Vedavyasa says, it was so nice, melodious, so sonorous, even to the ears to listen, somebody is crying. Why? Krishna darshana lalasa. Their only desire to have Krishna's darshan. How long can Krishna hide from them? That said, Krishna, they did not take a rope and tie Krishna like that. Only Yashoda had the unique fortune of tying. Gopikas, either they are singing, or they are mad prattling, or they are crying, had such a magical effect on Krishna. That's it. Tasam avirabhut shauri smayamana mukhambujaha pitambaradhara swagri sakshat manmatha manmatha. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Krishna appeared in their midst as Manmatha Manmatha. For one Manmatha, people are dancing to his tunes. If there is a Manmadha who can make Manmadha dance to his tunes, that is Krishna. For one Manmadha, people go crazy, man-woman relationships. If there is a Manmadha that can make Manmadha go crazy, that is Krishna. Therefore, with the pure love, yes, you can get Krishna. You can win Krishna. Got it? You don't know those verses? They are the last two concluding verses of Gopika Gita. Yes. Gopika Gita is such a wonderful one. Everybody says Srimad Bhagavatam is great. Good. Everybody says Gajendra Moksha is great. What Gajendra Moksha? Gopika Gita is the greatest one. Gopika Gita is the greatest one. Anyway, Gajendra Moksha. Ready, ma? Who cares about Gajendra Moksha when Krishna is there? Yeah. Okay, questions, Amma?
What is difference between Vaikuntha Loka and Golok Vrindavan?
What is the difference between?
Vaikuntha and Golok Vrindavan.
I see. Practically no difference.
But we say like Krishna lives in Golok.
You know what is jaundice?
Jaundice?
Huh? You know jaundice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I have jaundice, how will the world appear to me? Yellow. It's a pigment, right?
Yeah.
Just as children, they have glasses. They have colored glasses. Some people have blue, some people have yellow, some people have this thing. For them, the whole world appears red. She is a devotee of Lord Rama. She goes to Vaikuntham. Vaikuntham appears completely like Saketam for her. She will only think of one thing. Rama, 14 years, Vanavasam. How did you manage Rama? That's it. It is not Vaikuntham. It appears completely as a Saketam. Every second by second, Rama, every step that he took, Sita, everything that she did, Lakshmana, the whole 14 years, every second by second, it will play. You know what she is thinking? My Saketam. That's it. This is the one. This is much, much superior to Vaikuntham. It's exactly the same Vaikuntham. She is a devotee of Krishna. She goes to Vaikuntham. She gets a salvation. Say, don't call it Vaikuntham. She goes to her Jivatma goes to a place. Read some of the Upanishads, the 12 Upanishads, how the Jivatma goes after leaving the body, destined for salvation. As Krishna says, Agnir Jyotihi Ahashuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam. First, the god or the deity in charge of Agni, this is called Archiradi Margam. Archi means fire, Agni. Upanishad says how the Jivatma attains, salvation. Agni, Prime Minister, came to visit Hyderabad. He was supposed to fly next stop Hyderabad to Chennai. But he decided, no flight, I want to go by the road. The Inspector General of Hyderabad, he will escort the Prime Minister from Hyderabad, from Telangana to Andhra state border. At Andhra state border, Andhra Inspector General will come and take over the protocol from the previous Inspector General. He will make the arrangements, the pilot cars, everything, right? Escort from Andhra border, the whole of Andhra to Tamil Nadu border. When they reach the border of Tamil Nadu Inspector General will come over and take over charge of escorting the Prime Minister. Exactly the Jivatma, when it ascends to salvation, first Agni will escort your Jivatma. Then the deity of Jyoti, light, will escort your Jivatma. Then the deity in charge of the daytime will escort your Jivatma. Then the deity in charge of Shukla Paksha will escort. Then the deity in charge of Uttarayana will escort. Then the deity in charge of Samvatsara will escort. Then the deity in charge of lightning will escort. then the deity Vidyut, Amanavas, then the deity in charge of Vayu will escort, then the deity in charge of Surya will escort, Surya Mandalam. You have to cross every Mandalam. Then, after that, according to us, moon is very close, sun is far away. According to philosophy, Surya Mandalam, beyond that there is a Chandra Mandalam. After sun's jurisdiction is over, he will escort until his limits. Then Chandra will come and escort. After that, beyond that is Varuna Lokam. Varuna will come and escort your Jivatma. After that, Indra will come and escort your Jivatma. After that, Prajapati, Brahma will come and escort your Jivatma. After that, Brahma's jurisdiction he cannot overstep. That's it. Inspector General of Telangana will come only up to his state border. From there, the next Inspector General of the next state will take over. That Andhra Inspector General will escort only up to the limits of his state. Then the Tamil Nadu Inspector will escort. Same thing here. Brahma will cross. Then the Vishnu Dutas will come, escort your Jivatma to the river Viraja. In Viraja, when the Jivatma takes a dip, until then, we are having three entities in this body. The gross body, 5 feet 8 inches, 200 pounds, will fall down dead here. Either it is burnt or buried, that's all. The Sukshma Sharira, made up of the 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and the mind to control them, the 11 of them put together is called the Sukshma Sharira. And the Jivatma, the soul inside. The soul along with the senses of Sukshma Sharira will know. Without the senses, how do you know? Oh my God, sun is escorting me. Oh, I crossed Surya Loka. Now, Chandra Mandalam, Chandra is escorting me. How do you know? With the senses only. After that, oh my God, Indra is escorting me. I am crossing Indra Loka. Then, Prajapati is escorting me. You know because you need the senses. And after that, when your Jivatma along with the Sukshma Sharira takes a bath in the river Viraja, as Krishna says, Natumam Shakyase Drashtum Ane Naivasva Chakshusha Divyam Dadamite Chakshuhu. With our mortal eyes made up of flesh and blood, our senses cannot even see Paramatma. When Arjuna wanted, I want to see your Vishwarupam, my dear innocent Arjuna, with your mortal eyes of flesh and blood, you cannot see me. I will give you divine eyes. With them only you can see. Your physical senses will drop down. Your Sukshma Sharira will drop down there in Viraja river. Then you are blessed with a divine senses. And you are blessed with a divine body. That divine body, hello, you will always be 20 if you go there. You never have to dream, I wish I am 20, already I am 40, I wish I am 20, already black lashes are coming here, black eyelids are, you don't have to worry. Just go to attain salvation, always 20, divine senses, because one sun we cannot even see with our naked eye. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapaduddhita. One sun we cannot even see. If there are 1,000 suns in the sky all at the same time, can your eyes even look at that? One sun in summer, 100 degrees, we are just roasted. 1,000 suns, 100 times 1,000, 100,000 degrees. What will happen to the body? It will get roasted. You will get a divine body, won't get roasted. So that is where, with a divine body and divine senses, we enter Vaikuntham. Devotee of Rama, entire lokam appears as Saketam only for them. Devotee of Krishna, how fortunate are the 16,000 Maharshis could become the Gopikas. And was that Rasa Krida? Was it one night on Sharat Purnima? No. In Sharat Rutu, there are 2 Purnimas Krishna. So from one Purnima to the other Purnima Krishna, Ashveja Purnima to Kartika Purnima Krishna, is it only 1 month Krishna? How can it be Krishna? Is it from this year Purnima to next year Sharat Purnima? After all, 1 year only Krishna? No. It could be for 100 years. No Krishna. It could be for a millennium. Why? Time is frozen. Surya, Chandra, Nakshatras, Graha Gatis were just frozen. As Rasa Krida was going on, the whole sky was there having a traffic jam with all the celestial planes of every Devi Devata for enjoying this Nabhuto Nabhavishyati, that Rasa Krida. So whether that Rasa Krida was for one night or a million nights, there is no accounting. Devotee of Krishna, Krishna's 16,000 gopikas are the fortunate souls, Krishna. That's it. For a millennium, for a million days, the whole Rasa Krida is playing. You know what she thinks? There is no Vaikuntha, only my Goloka Vrindavana. Narayana, another devotee, Narayana, attains salvation. Sriman Narayana. How many incarnations Narayana? After all, as a Jivatma, I studied only about 10 incarnations. How many Narayana? Very simple logic. As Krishna himself, as Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself says, Yuga Sahasranam Ahar Yat Brahmano Vidhu. In one Mahayuga, 4 yugas. Krita Yuga, Nrsimha Avatara. Treta Yuga, Rama Avatara. Dvaparam, Krishna. Kali Yuga, Kalki. Even if you take one incarnation, one Mahayuga, one incarnation per yuga, so 4 yugas is one Mahayuga. That means at least 4 incarnations. 1,000 such Mahayugas, 12 hours of Brahma. In one day of Brahma, there are 4,000 incarnations, at least. 4,000 times Krishna Avatara, 4,000 times Rama Avatara. In just 12 hours of Brahma, there's only one day. 360 days like that, I don't know. 360 multiplied by 4,000. 4 3 is 12, 4 6 is 24. So 1.44 million incarnations in 1 year of Brahma. Each Brahma will live for 100 such years. 1.44 million incarnations per 1 year of Brahma times 100 years. 144 million incarnations of Narayana. 144 million. Got it? And the present Brahma is the 7th Brahma for Narayana. Already 6 Brahmas have gone by, 7th Brahma. Therefore, 144 million incarnations in the lifetime of one Brahma times 6 Brahmas. 144 times 6. 6 4 is 24, 6 4 24 plus 2 26, 6 plus 2 8. 864 million incarnations. And the present Brahma, 50 years are over. Adya Brahmana, Dvitiya Pararde, Shveta Varaha Kalpe, 50 years are over. That means in 50 years, another 73 million incarnations. So 864 plus another 73. How much, Amma? 937 gross million incarnations so far. We did not take the Amsha Avataras. We are taking only Purna Avataras. You know what I am talking? So, the incarnations of Narayana, that is what Upanishads are saying. If she is a smart kid, she can go to the beach and count 1, 2, 3, 4. The grains of sand on a beach. You know the grains of sand in a beach, she is smart enough to count. She can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 million, 20 million, 40 million, 50 million, billion she can count. Or the number of stars that are there. You have a high power telescope. Okay, focus it, you can count the number of stars. But you know what the Upanishad says? The number of incarnations of Narayana, even taking Purna Avataras, right? Only one per yuga is nearly a billion incarnations. Whereas the Amsha Avataras, there is no limit. Therefore, she gets salvation. A devotee of Krishna thinks it only as Goloka Vrindavan. A devotee of Rama will appear everything as Saketam. A devotee of Narayana, he will be enjoying, the Jivatma will be enjoying the billion incarnations of Narayana. Because time is a static over there. You don't have to rush. Oh my God, 8 o'clock, I am already late to the office. You don't have to worry. Oh my God, 12 o'clock, kids will come. Our husband will come, I have to prepare lunch. You don't have to worry. 4 o'clock, kids will come, snack. You don't have to worry. Because everything is there ready for you. Time is static. You will enjoy Bhagavan. That's how it is. Good. That's what Krishna says again. I'm not giving you anything other than what Krishna says. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stathaiva bhajamyaham. Rama's devotee, everything is Rama, Saketam for you. Krishna's devotee, everything is Goloka Vrindavanam for you. Devotee of Narayana, Everything is billion incarnations of Narayana there for you. That's all it is. Go ahead, sir. Next question, Amma. Go ahead. No questions. So, Gajendra Moksha. Fourth man. He wanted Gajendra Moksha. That is where it gives the supremacy of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. How? This elephant, according to our scriptures, only as a human being or as a Devi Devata you can attain moksha. Animals do not have that much of maturity of their imagination or their brain power to think of Bhagavan and get moksha. Exceptions may be there, very rare exceptions. Attaining salvation is possible only in the life of a human being or in the life as a Devi Devata. Not as an animal, not as a tree. There are only 4 ways your next birth will be. How do you know? Go back to Krishna. Vasamsi jirnani yadha vihaya navani grunnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehe. Good. Nice saree you are having. Good. But how long you will wear that saree? 1 year? 4 years? 10 years? It will become old. You will throw it. You will have to have a next saree. What will be your next saree? You have 50,000 rupees. You will buy a big border kanchi pattu saree and then you will wear. You only have 10,000 rupees. You will buy a bini silk saree and wear. You have 1,000 rupees. You will buy a cotton saree and wear. You have nothing. You will beg a neighbor, can you give me a cloth? I have to cover my body. Your next saree can be a 50,000 rupees big border kanchi pattu saree or a 10,000 rupees bini silk saree, 1,000 rupees cotton saree or a second hand saree thrown at you by a neighbor. Same way, your next birth can be Sura, Nara, Tiryak, Sthavara. Sura, you can become a Devi Devata. Nara, you can become a human being. Tiryak, horizontal. Vertebral column, vertical for us, horizontal. Cat, dog, snake, pig, donkey, or a bird. Sthavara, any plant. Everyone is a Jivatma. How do you know? Very easy. Balance sheet. Your balance sheet at the time of your death, your punya karma, papa karma, you have 75% or more punya karma to your credit. You will become a Devi Devata. They are not permanent employees, contract employees. Just as these days, software guy, 5 years contract. Doctor, 10-year contract. Why? That's all. Afterwards, on mutual consent. Same thing here. There is a vacancy there from 75.001 up to 99.99. You know how many Devi Devatas are there? 33 crores. 330 million Devi Devatas are there. There is a vacancy there. During their lifespan, of course their contract varies. 10,000 years, 50,000 years, 100,000 years, 1 million years, 1 billion years, like that. During that time, either they also have to do either Bhakti Yoga or Sharanagati and attain salvation. If not, they will come again and take birth again here on the planet Earth. There is a vacancy there. You are there, 75.002. Oh, vacancy there. You will be fitting in there in that hierarchy as a Devi Devata. 99.99, you will become the next Brahma. Brahma is the highest divinity over there. Next to Brahma is a Shankara. Next to him, Indra, like that. Their hierarchy over there, purely by merit. Simple, Amma. Every high school has 100 students in their 12th grade. Everybody applies to Ivy League. Hardly in all the Ivy League schools there are only 2,000 seats. But 400,000 people applied from all over the country. What they do? Look at their SAT score. From top, cut off. You have the cut off point, right? Okay, this year cut off 1590. Means between 1590 to 1600, there are already 2,000 students, only they get admission. Rest of them know, same thing here. So from 75.001 to to 99.99, there are 300 million Devi Devatas. There is a vacancy there. You fit in there. Wherever there is a vacancy, you go there. Time of death, 50-50 positive negative balance. We become a human being. 75% Papa Karma. Tiriyak, don't worry. Cat, dog, snake, pig, skunk, all these things. Waiting for us. Our own karma. More than 75% negative balance. Plants and trees, stavaras.